By now, many of you have heard about the incident that occurred at Orville T. Bright Elementary School on the far south side of Chicago. And this revolves around a young woman by the name of Korshander Hatter. She is 33 years old, and she was going to the school to pick up her 9-year-old son, and she was with her daughter also. Okay, now I have heard that this young lady also was pregnant. Obviously, what we also heard was that she was brutally jumped by a mob of children. We can't show the video because obviously it's graphic, and it was really, really sad. She was standing up on a gate, and then, obviously, they had put her down to the ground. She was, hurt badly in the kid, and they were trying to fight her son, right? So you had like 20 kids. And so what has happened is the community has come out to support her. And now you're seeing some of these children, their parents are forcing them to apologize.
To meet Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant, and I was wrong for everything.
It's okay, Kamira.
For everything that I did. And I was just being a follower, following everybody who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I feel bad because
It's okay.
I gotta go through so much. But I wish I would never did what I did.
Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit. People think. Somebody I'm not. I'm a different person than that.
Now, what I will do is I will give this parent some props for forcing the kid to come out and apologize, okay? I will definitely do that, holding the child accountable, forcing the kid to come there and, basically be accountable for their actions. But then some of the parents started pulling up at some of these other parents' houses.
Hey, look here. This shit been going on. This shit been going on. Yes, they said that the mama been kicked out. The mama been squatting in the buildings. Not the mama that got jumped on, but the parents of the little boy. They say the boys and the other girl. They say the mama 30 years old with 5 kids, and this been happening. They like the summer been peaceful. The whole summer was peaceful until they brought their ass back over here. And the mamas and grandma been squatting. They said they burnt the grandma house on fire. The grandma used to stay in one of these. So they said the grandma, they was smoking in the house and burnt the grandma house out. So they put the grandma, trying to put the grandma out. And then they been put the mama out. So the mama been over here in these apartments squatting. So it's a sad situation, but get your kids. They say she 30 with 5 kids. Like it's too Many resources out here for you to be, allowing your kids to live the way you live. They say the house nasty and everything.
And now we've heard from the mother herself.
Marie Korshonda Hatter says she's still in physical pain after she and her son were brutally attacked with her young daughter just steps away. Her legs are bruised and it's hard for her to walk. But what hurts her the most is her children are still suffering.
My son is, he's very devastated. He'll wake up out of the middle of his sleep, screaming. He'll scream, "Mommy, are you there?"
Hatter says her 9-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter are traumatized after watching their mom get attacked by a group of kids.
I felt helpless because I was down on the ground, and he was down on the ground. And he's looking at me screaming like, "Mommy, please help me, help me." I couldn't get up myself. I couldn't do nothing.
She's sick. She has sickle cell. So I guess they seen a little weakness on her because she's, kind of walking a little slow. And they have no right to put their hands on an adult. She's an adult.
That's her partner, Devon Lee, who was at work when the attack happened. Hatter went on to tell me that her son has been bullied for the past 2 years at Orville T. Bright Elementary School because of the way she walks and talks, all of the results of her sickle cell disease. Hatter tried to talk to the school about the bullying, but she says they didn't do anything about it. Yesterday, a large group of parents came to the school to show their support for the mother and to put an end to bullying. The community immediately stepped in and moved her out of South Deering and into an undisclosed location. Hatter says she's pressing charges against the parents of the kids who attacked her. As for her children, they'll be transferred to a different school, and she's looking to get therapy for them.
So guys, I have seen certain things like this happen before, not in like a big thing, but I've seen like, some black kids beat up a Mexican lady before. I don't know what was it about, but it was about something. So that was like early 90s, right? But this here that I'm seeing now is wrong, right? All of it's wrong. And now the lady, and we can see it clearly, on tape, like what happened. So what's happened now is this lady is saying that she wants to press charges on the kids and their parents. And people are saying, get your kids together. And the reality is that how they gonna get their kids together when all their parents are single moms? Now, I know what you're gonna say. Well, my mom was a single mom and she raised me not to end up like that. That may be true. My parents divorced and I was raised with my mother. But I had some struggles when I was like 12, 13, 14, 15. It was really rough for me, okay? Didn't have my dad there, neither my dad there. So now what happens at this particular point? And I wanna go over this. When you don't have systems for kids and resources for kids to, regenerate or put their energies other places, it's hard for parents to raise up their kids in these circumstances when your mom is at work. Most of these mothers, they may have kids by multiple different men. They're probably low income. You've already seen this lady, go into the apartment complex, the building burned down, and the house is nasty. These kids are growing up in low income, bad environments, and there's not like a lot of alternative resources. It's probably gang infested and all this. The best way to combat, gang infested neighborhoods is you got to have some kind of resource programs. You got to have men in those communities, okay? You got to have men there. You got to have fathers there, all right? Because fathers make a big difference in the community, especially with handling little boys, even young girls. I mean, all people respect that kind of leadership. And so you don't have no leadership there. Even these single moms need leadership, okay? They need, certain resources. They can't always handle their sons. And so you're asking them to take care of their kids when, really they not bred to work with a man. And so you get this dysfunctional community that by design has been occurring the last 50 years. And now you're upset that this sort of thing is happening. This sort of thing is going to get worse. We've seen the black community get worse. I remember when we still had our Medias in the community in the 90s. I can remember it well. I can remember when I used to see Mr. Johnson and Miss Honeycutt and people like that across the street. Bob and Linda, Mr. Bob and Linda across the street, all black. I lived across from a middle school teacher. I lived across from a man that was a bank president in Del Paso Heights in the black community. And we had men like that there, but we don't have those kind of men now, all right? So people don't speak together anymore. They don't say, hello, how you doing? They don't say any of that. You don't have Vacation Bible School. It's not what it used to be. When I was coming up, you had the 100 black men in Sacramento sponsoring baseball leagues. You can do that. Back in the 80s, they had soccer. These are things that happen when you have families, but then when you don't have families and resources get low, you get these situations and you say, go control your kids. And we're not talking about any of these families' decisions, and this is what they know. Unfortunately, this is not to say that what they're saying is wrong. Even the lady that was hit, she's a single mom. Okay, she don't have a whole bunch of support, all right? And so when you get people that don't have a future in their situation and no structure, what do you think is going to happen? This is what happens. That's why black people that can do very well leave. And a lot of the people don't want to come back into the community. You don't have teachers that want to come back into the community and deal with this. You're gonna have like real serious incentives, like buying houses for people that's gonna teach in the community, and have them stay in there or something, and making it. You need serious incentivization for the black community, somebody to come and deal with what's going on. Otherwise, you're gonna have this problem. It's an institutional problem. And I used to think, it's just these pookies, it's just these single moms, it's whatever else. No, black people have failed for debate. We have gotten progressively worse under these policies, and this is just the results. And what we want to do is put the badge or the Band-Aid over it and say, oh, okay, well, that's just only one thing. No, it is not. It is not. Okay? This is problematic, family. This is Democratic policy 101, and it's not going to get better. So, guys, we think it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with an episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.